Hi, Den. How you doing, pal?
All right, not too bad, sir. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So you had a bit of a weekend, didn't you? You know, one leg away from the match play. That must be absolutely gutting.
To be honest, it was absolutely devastating to be so close, to be honest. But saying that, I didn't really know the situation when I was playing. I'll say I didn't know the situation. I knew I had to get very close, and I couldn't believe I went 5-1 up on Gary, and I did have a shot to beat him 6-1, to be honest. But as I say, I missed the double, and he turned it around, and he played very well. You know, it's very hard to come play against a dart player. He's doing 3-12 darts on a spin. But as I say, afterwards, when it all come down to earth and everything else, I was absolutely devastated, I will be honest.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know, still getting through to a quarter-final is no mean achievement, you know, in these events, because there's a lot of quality there. But then, 5-1 up against Gary, and then he suddenly came out and, what did he do? He just tore into it, didn't he?
Oh, he just went mental. You know, it's fine that he's found another gear. I think there was a comment, or there was a bit of noise coming from the other room, or there was a bit of something what kind of put him off a little bit, and then I think that kind of sparked another gear into him, and he just went absolutely mental. But saying that, I can't really grumble the way I played because I stayed with him all the time. It's just that his finishing was quality. He just, as I say, it just proves it to a 3-12 darters. But I can't really grumble because I had some really good matches earlier on. I went 5-2 down against Colin Lloyd and come back 1-6-5. So I can't really grumble the way I played because I did ride my luck all the way through the tournament, to be honest. But you need a bit of luck in that to play darts anyway.
Well, that's right. Darts, you know, I think darts is one of the most cruel games that you can ever take up. One moment you can, by your own standards, be really playing well, then all of a sudden that form can just desert you, a bit of bad luck, a wire, and that's it. You know, it's what you hope to achieve is just gone.
Well, it's down to bad luck, to be honest. Because if you consider in the 3 weeks beforehand, before I went to Holland, like Barnsley in the tournament before that, the games I was losing, and it was only just on doubles, and as I say, it wasn't like miles away from the double, it was on the wire of the double every time, and you do get decided when you think, oh God, is this worth it playing, this is worth it playing, and you see advice off other people. It's like, you know, after Barnsley, I sat down with Rod Harrington, and we had a good chat about it, and I looked at his point of view at my game, you know, what should I do, and he said to me, just leave doubles alone, practice on them, you know, you practice on them enough, and you'll probably get a stalemate, and it proved right, because I went to Holland, I never practiced on my doubles, and it all kicked in, and it went really well.
Again, a proven point that darts is on the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It always bounds down to your attitude to the game and how you feel and how comfortable you feel, and it is all on the day, to be honest.
Yeah, indeed, a cruel game. You've been around, then, since pretty much God was a lad. You know, you've travelled throughout the UK, Europe, around the world playing darts. What keeps you going? What keeps you motivated towards it?
To be honest, the love of the game. You know, it's just like, it all boils down to, you know, being a kid, you grow up in a darting family. As I say, my father was a gamekeeper, and we always lived in the middle of nowhere, and I was always stuck at home while they went out and played darts, to be honest, and I thought, well, if they can't beat me, might as well have joined them. But that's how I got into the game, was that, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the game, and then it's not very often it happens to you when you come up through the rankings of youth, adult, then you sat in a pub one day playing against world champion Bob Anderson, and turns out to you and said, I think you can have a chance of making a professional dart player. And I signed up with him for a couple of years, and I haven't looked back since. But it's the matter of enjoying it, it's meeting people, and it's playing well, and it's just the level of the game. That's what makes me still carry on playing it, to be honest.
Yeah, because you know, even the county, when you're playing county, do you find there's any, hassle is probably the wrong word, but any resentment from the BDO guys that you as a PDC or PDPA player are playing county games?
No, not at all. Not every county game I've played so far. I'm going back to county. I've never had no issues, not ever had any problems with anybody. If anybody did have an issue, obviously they never said it to me, and they kept their opinions to themselves. But no, I'm always welcome every time I go and play a different county, and it's nice that I'm playing back county again this year because Oxford's moved up into the Premiership. So that's going to be an interesting thing for me. I'm looking forward to it because I want to play it and I'm getting hungry to play it. And it'd be good to see my old friends Tony O'Shea and everybody else that plays in it. And then we'll take it from there, really.
Yes, that's good stuff. What about the cost of it? You know, do you find it must cost a fair amount or a staggering amount with the travel, hotels, subsistence as you're travelling event to event? are you able to cover that cost with winnings, or do you have to subsidise it from a normal 9-to-5 job?
So it's catch really. Yeah, some of it's subsidised from the winnings, but you need a sponsor. And trust me, I've been in this game for donkey's years, and it's very, very hard to play the game without a sponsor. And you need to. I think, argument's sake, to give you an expected over it, I think the total entry fees for the Players' Championships in the last couple of years is somewhere region around about £6,000, I think, something like that, to enter, or 6,000 to 8,000 in entry fees alone.
And so, would you say the travel would be about equal to that as well?
Well, yeah, because the travel is what you make it, really. If you get a good enough advance, you can get a dirt cheap flight, or you have to get it for if you go in a car. You just got to make it the cheapest possible way to get there to play darts, really. And to be honest, it's very hard to play this game without a sponsor. And lucky enough, I have got one sponsor, which is Brendan Lee from the Fox and Hounds, which is in my town, Swindon, which is very nice. I think that's the first time in years. I think in a couple of years I've had a sponsor from Swindon. I used to have one with Camellara. It's very hard. I haven't got a sponsor, and I find it very hard. So if anybody's watching this website, I'm plugging. I'm looking for a sponsor.
Nice one, Ted.